Hey guys, welcome to Thinking Out Loud. We are in a different setting today, so let's get started. Today we are talking about what?
Autism.
Because this month is Autism Awareness Month. And I'm sorry, I don't have a mic on, so I'm going to talk a little bit louder so that everybody can hear me. But Brenden, do you want to introduce who's in the room?
Grammy and Papa.
Grammy, and what is Grammy's name?
Sandy.
And what is Papa's name?
Leon.
Yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit about autism today. Yeah. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
So what do you think about autism in general? What do you think it means? What does it mean to you?
I learn differently.
That you learn differently?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else?
No. Oh, no.
Don't know. Does it mean that you can do anything differently?
No.
Does it mean that you can't do things that everybody else can do?
No.
No. So what is one big thing about having autism that you don't like?
I get picked on.
That you get picked on? What do you get picked on for?
My voice.
Your voice?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Stuff I have as a disability.
Yeah, that you have autism and you also have what?
Epilepsy.
Epilepsy too.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of autistic friends?
A couple.
A couple? And what do they do?
Do Special Olympics.
They do Special Olympics, right? We're representing Randolph Special Olympics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do for Special Olympics?
I go bowling.
Go bowling, and what else?
And softball.
I play softball. What are the other sports that Special Olympics has?
They have bowling, they have basketball, softball, skiing. They have you name it.
You name it, they have some good ones.
Yeah.
And you don't have to play all of them, right? You can just play certain ones that you like to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And nobody's forcing them to do whatever they want to do.
Right. So how does having autism affect you playing sports?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Do you sometimes get really anxious?
Yes.
When you're playing a sport?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think everybody else gets anxious playing sports?
Yeah.
Like big name people?
Yeah.
Like Michael Jordan. Do you think he ever got anxious?
Probably.
I think so. I think it's pretty typical, right?
I'm sure like famous people have like autism.
Oh, I'm sure. So, tell me today, you have a friend named Jenna.
Yeah.
That lives where?
In Canada.
And she has become a really good friend to you, hasn't she?
Yes.
And what do you do with her?
Play Fortnite.
Yeah, you play Fortnite. Is that what you like to do?
Yes.
What's your like number one favorite thing to do in the world?
Play Fortnite.
Play Fortnite, play video games.
Yeah.
So today you were telling me on the way over that you met somebody in Tennessee that is autistic.
Yeah.
Right? And you met her how?
On the Fortnite group.
On the Fortnite group. And she is
38.
Oh, well, she's 38, but she's also autistic, right?
Yes.
And what does she do for a job?
The counselor.
She's a therapist, right?
Yes.
And who else do you know that is autistic and a therapist?
Sue
at Clara Martin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So having autism doesn't mean that you can't have a regular job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you trying to get a job? What are you looking for a job?
Cleaning.
Cleaning. And what were some other options that they had for you?
The Northfield Savings Bank.
Northfield Savings Bank?
Yeah.
Or Northfield Dollar Store?
Dollar Store.
The Dollar Store. And what was the other store?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby that you wanted
not Five Below.
Not Five Below, yeah. Because that gives you some anxiety, right?
I don't like Five Below. I'm sure Grammy doesn't either.
Well, Grammy's only been in there once, so.
Do you like it?
I'm not sure. I'd have to go a couple of times to see.
Everything in there is supposed to be Five Below, but it's not really. There's other prices in there. Kind of like
I
a
don't-
glorified dollar store.
It's more like Walmart.
It's a little bit like Walmart, but it's very closed and it's loud music.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like GameStop.
You like GameStop? Can't imagine why.
You remember Spider-Man?
We did. We saw Spider-Man. I will have to put that picture if Brenden allows me. I'll put that when we post this video.
His best friend named Brenden.
Yep, his best friend's name Brenden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then he said he spells it the same way.
ah,
that was Spider-Man said, right?
Yeah.
So let's ask Grammy some questions. So let's ask Grammy what having had a grandson with autism, is there any difference between him and your other grandkids?
I would say there's kind of a big difference, and especially the relationship that we have. Brenden is very loving, and he cares about everybody, and he always has. And I took care of Brenden when he was a little guy, probably 2 or 3 years old. Brenden, do you remember going out to the pasture
No.
and seeing Yak the horse?
Remember the pictures?
Remember the pictures that we had?
No, I'll have to show you them again.
We had a miniature horse, Yak, and he was just the best tempered animal you'd ever want to see. Brenden would just go wandering into the pasture when I was out there with him, and he'd put his arm around Yak's leg, and he'd love him, and Yak would let him do anything. And Brendan's love for animals is really very, very apparent, and the same for people. He's just a loving guy, and he cares about everybody. And that's a wonderful, wonderful trait, whether you're autistic or you're not autistic. And I don't really think about Brenden being autistic when I have a conversation with him or whatever. I try to keep it on a level of understanding between the two of us, but he's got so much to offer everybody. He really, really does.
I would have to say I agree with that. Brenden is very caring and loving and respectful, and wants to he wants to teach everybody about the Boston Red Sox and about gaming. And you kind of banter back and forth with Papa about the Red Sox and the Yankees, don't
Yeah.
you? He gives you heck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Does-
kids with you, doesn't he?
Doesn't watch baseball.
He doesn't watch baseball. He just kids you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Goes
so
to show.
that's right. So, Grandma, how would you say that? Would you say that autism has affected Brenden in a negative impact?
Well, there are. He's very aware of himself being autistic, and I think he sometimes holds back because he's afraid of what people will do and say, because he has had experiences in school and other places where people don't accept him. They don't understand autism, and if they just gave him a chance to talk to him, like a regular person, they'd see somebody that really is very smart. He's very, very smart. Technology, computers, computer games. His love for Fortnite. He's probably smarter than a lot of people out there that don't have autism.
And one big thing with autism, sometimes they fixate on one thing and they're really, really super good at that. Brenden has a couple things that he's so super good at. One is Fortnite, and two is sports. Like, he's so knowledgeable. Sometimes I'll listen to a conversation that he has with one of his peers, and I'll be like, where did all that information come from?
Brenden James is getting drafted soon.
LeBron James is getting drafted soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to share with a little bit of a memory that I heard from somebody else, and that was Hayden Lyford. Hayden Lyford told me that he loved sitting with you at lunch during school because you could talk about baseball all the time and it was never boring. He said that you were a great person to sit down and listen to, and that he really, really, really enjoyed his time when he talked to you at school. This is emotional, isn't it? But you know what? I think it's important for everybody to know that being autistic doesn't mean that you can't do things.
Right.
And you have all this support around you. And we're going to get to Papa back here because he's kind of quiet. Papa, what does it mean having an autistic grandson to you?
First, there's not much difference in the grandsons, but the smile and stuff on Brendan's face when he bowls and swings that ball down the alley and he gets a strikeout, the look on his face is really nice.
Yeah.
And with any of the sports he does, he's always got a smile on his face.
That's true, right? And that's important, right?
Yeah. And I may kid him about the Yankees and stuff, but he knows deep down that I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Trying to get his goat.
So I think what we're go ahead.
He's very smart on sports and everything. He knows more than some of these referees.
Yeah. Do you want to tell Grandma and Grandpa what your dream job would be?
Being a cop.
Being a cop?
Mhm.
That's what you want to be?
I always want to be that when I grew up.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can get you a security job.
No.
No?
Because a lot of cops nowadays die or get shot.
So you didn't want to do that anymore?
No.
Yeah. So remember we talked about like having to do with sports and what you would want to do with sports? You said you wanted to work with what?
Baseball.
And with who? With little kids?
Yes.
And teach them how to play baseball?
Or like be a coach or whatever.
Be a coach. Yeah. That would be a really good job for you.
A lot of these coaches have people that come in and help them.
Yeah. Volunteers.
Yeah. They come in and help them. So you might start out something like that.
Yeah.
To help them. And
well, you know what Grammy Bingham said?
What?
She said she's like, I'm good enough to be like an announcer for like a baseball team.
I bet you would do really well at that.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to overcome is what?
My anxiety.
Your anxiety, because sometimes your anxiety gets the best of you, doesn't it?
You guys want to know something cool? So, have you heard of the that Boston Children's Hospital in Boston?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, Fenway? Well, there was this announcer, his name is Jerry Remy. He recently passed away from cancer.
Oh.
I almost met him. He walked right in front of me, didn't even acknowledge me or anything.
Well, he probably didn't understand who you were.
Well, he was like right in front of me and didn't even acknowledge me.
Yeah.
I was standing right up like, Jerry. And
he said nothing to you?
No.
Oh, man.
I almost met Ortiz too.
Yeah?
Yeah. No joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun time when we went to Fenway and we went to the sports shop. And
You showed Grammy and Papa those pictures.
I think Grandma saw them last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun time. We stayed in a hotel and we went to Fenway.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
We went to the pro shop. The gift shop.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool, right?
And we met the mom and the dad. Or not mom and the son, I mean.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what do you want to tell everybody on T.O.L? about autism? What do you want to say?
I don't like this subject.
You don't like the subject?
Made me cry a lot.
It makes you cry a lot. So, do you think that having autism makes you different? No. I would have to agree.
Yeah.
It's just who you are. What did you ask me the other day?
Was I born with it?
Yeah. Were you born with it and how did you get it, right?
Yeah.
And we kind of had a little sad moment because you feel like being different is a really bad thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard to kind of overcome that sometimes, but you do a super good job. It's not until somebody says something negative to you do you even acknowledge that there's an issue, right?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I remember with the best Papa with the memory stuff when we used to ride the tractor.
Mm-hmm.
Used to ride the
take you on the seat.
Yeah, at the parade.
Yep.
You remember that? You
Yes.
were so little. That was a long time ago.
Right down through Tunbridge Village too.
Yeah. Near the library.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. You remember that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember anything with Grandma? What's your favorite memory of Grandma?
I don't.
It's okay.
Probably eating some of her food.
I remember going to the sugar house.
Going to the sugar house to eat?
They go in the old one.
Yeah.
Again, like food and everything, going there all the time, coming up here.
Yeah. We used to go and meet Grandma on Sundays for breakfast at Sugar House, right?
Yes.
And what was your favorite thing to eat?
The omelets.
The omelets.
Brenden, what do you eat today? What do you eat for breakfast and lunch?
Eggs and cheese.
Eggs and cheese or omelets.
Not to be mean toward anybody, but I make the best eggs.
You make the best eggs?
Yes.
Is this? Oh no, we have to have an egg off. I think me, you, and J.R. Busso have to have an egg off.
But you can't add any specialties.
Can't add any spices?
No, only salt and pepper.
That's it?
Yes.
Man, I don't know about that.
Mom, you lost.
I'm Mom. I might lose. I season.
I know my trick already.
You do?
Yeah.
What is your trick?
You have to add butter first.
Oh yeah.
And then Pam.
Butter and Pam.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you stir the pan.
Yeah.
And then you add salt and pepper.
Uh-huh.
And you have to just wait till it cooks a little.
Uh-huh. And then add the egg?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, okay. Well, you left that out.
The most important part.
Yeah, you left that out.
How is it supposed to cook? Like burn the house down?
Well, I don't know. You've tried before.
No, I haven't. That was Justin.
Nah, you put something on my burner. We have a flat top stove, so sometimes Brenden sits things on the burner that are not supposed to be on the burner that we have to scrape off later.
Can I tell Grammy and Papa something?
What?
One of my friends burned down their house.
Oh.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
They had to live in a camper for the longest time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was too bad.
But he was under supervision.
It had to be under supervision after that.
No, he still isn't.
Oh, he isn't?
No.
No?
So
That's kind of scary.
And then I remember one time when I almost crashed you into the car?
Yeah.
Justin did the same to his mom.
Oh, goodness. So, Brenden, what's your favorite thing to eat?
Hot dog.
No.
That's Papa's
Grandpa's
favorite. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
Papa exclusives.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
I don't really have a favorite thing, but if I had to choose one, it'd probably be bacon on a stick or a pickle on a stick.
Pickle on a stick?
Yeah.
Or bacon on a stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like, this might sound, or tater tots, or tater tot casserole.
Loaded tater tots. That's what you had yesterday.
Or tater tot casserole.
Tater tot casserole.
Oh.
Yeah.
like the bacon bits and like the ranch dressing on some in heaven.
You're in heaven.
Yeah,
What's your favorite thing that you cook?
my eggs.
Eggs, but how?
How do I cook them?
What's your favorite way to have an egg?
Fried.
Fried.
Like
fried egg.
they just like smash the yolk.
A fried egg with a smashed yolk.
Like you don't even like eat the yolk. You just
It's all one thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like eating the yolk like a circle.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like that runny.
No.
Yeah.
You like it fried, right?
Yeah, I don't like that. I think it's gross.
And then what do you put on top of it?
Cheese,
Cheese. Anything else?
salt, pepper.
Salt, pepper. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Sometimes some meat. What,
Yeah.
Sophie?
So do you wanna tell Grandma and Grandpa anything?
I love you guys.
We love you.
We love you too.
Do you think that they love you any less than any of your siblings?
I think they love me the same.
I think they love you the same. You're right. It's a very autism is very interesting, right? And it's always nice to have somebody else that's autistic too, so you can have those conversations that might sometimes be hard, or that you just don't feel indifferent to, right? Yeah. Is there anything else you want to tell our community, our listeners?
We used to have a kid that was autistic next door.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to get on his little, I don't know, car or whatever, he pedaled.
Yes.
And he pedaled down to the house.
Yeah.
And played with Tim and Amy, and then he'd go back.
Yeah.
That was Christopher.
Yeah. And it was this,
He had the biggest smile on his face, pedaling that thing down the road.
I can remember the Hot Wheels, right?
Yes.
The Hot Wheels. Before traffic got really bad up here, we're in Tunbridge, Vermont, and it's a very small town.
It's like a country.
It's like a country.
It is.
It's a real country feeling town. And you might know the town, you might know the name of the town because the Tunbridge World's Fair, sometimes it's called the Big Fair or the Little Fair or whatever, which is a great thing to do in September. And we really like going there, don't we?
Yeah, and we might do the podcast there this year.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing the podcast at least one day at the Tunbridge Fair this year.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
It'd be great.
Yeah, but it's going to be really loud.
It may be really loud. Right.
Yeah.
And that's something we have to overcome for ourselves, right?
Yes.
Because otherwise, if we give in to our anxiety, we're missing out on some things, right?
Yeah.
And life is too short to miss out on the opportunities to have fun.
I don't like going to Tunbridge Fair anymore.
You don't like going? There's too many people?
No, I just don't like going anymore because I've been there so many times.
It's just too much for you.
Yeah, no.
Wait till you get my age and then say that going there too many times.
And Grandpa's been working there for a very long time.
I know. I see you there every year.
Right.
And Grandma worked there for a very long time, too.
I saw you for a lot of years there too.
I worked there for 30 years.
Isn't that crazy?
Pop
I don't know
work.
how many years I've worked.
Huh?
I never kept track.
Is there anything else you want to say?
I don't know.
I don't think there's anything that autistic people can do.
Can't do?
Can't do.
Yeah. I think you're right. And having autism doesn't define you, and it's just something you have to deal with. But it also is something that you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Even though you're autistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you need to say? Is that all you want to say?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you say goodbye to everybody?
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode of Thinking Out Loud. Have a good day.